All right, y'all. I am back with another Lex Fridman podcast clip, y'all. Um, Shout out to my one of my supporters who actually just put me on to not only Javier, which is the president of Argentina, but Lex Fridman. And if it wasn't for you, I would have no idea who they are. But now I do. So, with that being said, y'all, this says Javier Milei on Elon Musk. So to my understanding, he actually got to meet Elon Musk. That is also in one of the clips. So make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. I also will put a link down in my description box for y'all to go and um, subscribe to him. Okay, so we are going to dive in and get some more informative information. Let's go.
Another guy who fights for freedom of speech in this case, is your new friend, Elon Musk. What do you admire and what have you learned from your interactions with Elon?
I have a huge admiration for Elon Musk. He is an absolutely unconventional person.
Mhm.
He's a great fighter for the ideas of freedom. What he has done on Twitter, now known as X,
Mhm.
and how he is helping the world nowadays to wake up once and for all and become aware of the socialist virus, the woke virus. That in itself makes him a hero in the history of humanity. But it's not just that. One of the things that happened to me is that when I went to first talk to him, I thought I was going to meet a successful businessman and that I would have a typical successful businessman conversation who understands business and that some of his business slightly more exotic. But that's the kind of talk you would expect to have. And business people are truly admirable, right? Because they are true benefactors of society.
Yep.
But they're usually very much focused on their own business. And one of the things that really, really shocked me when I met Elon Musk, we had scheduled a meeting for no more than 15 minutes. The first time we were in the meeting, for a little over 45 minutes because he was about to miss his flight. So obviously, if someone as important as him doesn't fly as planned, it has to be rescheduled, and he loses a lot of hours. Imagine, every minute is very valuable. And one of the things that happened was that basically, he brought up the topic of demography, and we started discussing demographics and growth. I never imagined that I would end up discussing demographics and growth with him, you know?
Mhm.
And another very fun thing was that something funny he said to me was that since we shared our vision regarding demographic issues and the need to populate the planet, he asked me, now what about you? When are you going to move in that direction? I mean, I said, oh, look, I have 5 children. And he said, well, the 4-legged ones don't count. Eh, That was the first meeting I had with Elon Musk. The second meeting was
See, and that's a beautiful thing because it goes to show you that, like he said, although Elon Musk is part of our society and, trying to get everything the way it needs to go, and he plays a huge part in what he's been creating and stuff like that, he's still paying attention to Javier. Because if you didn't watch the first clip that I just reacted to, Javier, the president of Argentina, was stating that the journalists and stuff were coming after his fur babies. Even he mentioned his kids, like 4-legged kids. And so for Elon Musk to bring that up, that right there, it's the small things that count to people. And that was genuine coming from Elon Musk. It lets you know that he actually pays attention to the president of Argentina. So that's dope. And that's a memorable moment for him with his first meeting with Elon Musk. That's wild. Let's get it.
When here at the universities we started seeing anti-Semitic demonstrations where basically Palestinian flags were displayed and Jews were harassed and persecuted. And at that moment, when we had that second meeting, he showed himself to be very deeply involved with that and brought up the issue of the cultural battle. So, I mean, it's not quite conventional even in the political field. During our last talk, which lasted for about 2.5 hours, right? One of the things we talked about was freedom and what was at stake for the United States in this election. Therefore, he is a person, honestly, I can say he is well above average. I mean, a person of unconventional intelligence, right? And also he is very charming. So, I mean, again, I have a great admiration for him. And I really interact very closely with him. He is very interested in what our Ministry of Deregulation is doing, which seeks to remove regulations. But at the same time, he works with another person who is also interested in the chainsaw approach. And so, I'm very pleased because they are going to try and replicate the model we are implementing in Argentina. And also, Donald Trump himself is very enthusiastic about this. So, and anything in the way of reducing regulations and cutting public spending and taking government out of the equation means more freedom for the people. So I'm very pleased with what's going on. And with Trump's victory, because the United States will be better off, Argentina is going to be better too. And the whole world is going to be better off. Today, the world is a much better place than it was just a few days ago.
That is what's up. Now, if y'all didn't just hear what he just said, trying to eliminate the government, cut the spending down so that we could have a better world. Who wouldn't fight for that, y'all? Like, for real. Don't y'all want a better life? So they're going to implement Javier economics, Elon. That's huge. That's what's up. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just still on cloud 9 because we actually did it. And we will definitely be able to reap the benefits. We will. We did the right thing. We did the right thing. So I hope y'all really enjoyed this clip. Again, if you want to see the full interview of that, you can go over to Lex Fridman's podcast. Subscribe, y'all. Like, comment. I will definitely put the link to where you could find him in my description box, okay? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope you once again learned something from this informative interview. And there will be a lot more. Shout out to my supporter who put me on to Lex Fridman. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, is learning. Getting the information for yourselves. It's out there for free. Get it while you can. Feed your own brain. Feed your own soul. I'm going to say that. That's it. There's no other way to do it. Do not let someone or fake media feed you. You have to be willing to get it for yourself. Regardless of what side you're on, at least you know.